Hi everyone, once again, Straight Talk comes your way from the Daily Tribune studios. This is also a spotlight show, at least for today, because it's a very special, uh, how do you call that? Is it an issue? Or anyway, it's a special show for today. I am Jojo Silvestre. I'm with my co-hosts, Sandy Locos and Gabi Parlate. It's a very special show because it's Women's Month and we have with us lima pong Lady Generals of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Bihira po, yan na sila po ay nagsasama sa isang show. May I present to you, not necessarily in their sitting arrangement, ano po, Brigadier General Emma O. Ignacio.
Hello, good morning everyone.
Siya
Nice
po,
to be here.
siya po ang Adjutant General ng Armed Forces of the Philippines. Ang pangalawa po nating guest ay si Commodore Luz Viminda A. Camacho of the Office for Legislative Officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. She is the Chief. Saan po? Miss Camacho? Sila po.
Yes, good morning.
Kaya iba ang kanyang uniforme because she is
From the Philippine Navy.
from the Philippine Navy. And then Brigadier General Venus M. Baharin, the Chief Nurse of the Armed Forces of the Philippines.
Good morning and nice to be here at Daily Tribune.
Siya po ay taga Kalinga, Apayao. I'm from Isabela, so we're neighbors. And then Brigadier General Jocelyn R. Bandarlipe, who used to be commander of the 53rd Engineer Brigade of the Philippine Army, but she's just turned over. She's
Over last week's
Opo. She's now Deputy Commander of the Army Support Command. Opo. May I
Good morning to
present?
everyone.
Opo. And finally, Brigadier General Angelica D.L. Torres, the Chief Dental Service, the Chief of the Dental Service of the Armed Forces of the Philippines.
Good morning.
So, hindi na ho siya nagbubunot ng ngipin ngayon. Ano?
Hindi na. Siya na yung boss.
Oo.
But I still do.
Oo. Okay, gusto mo magpa-brace rin? So, ang unang tanong po namin, let me start, but later, you'll hear my co-hosts ask all kinds of questions. Ano po? Gusto ko lang malaman ay, bakit po kayo, why are you women, girls, in the military? Nung bang mga bata kayo, ang ambisyon nyo talaga ay maging militar? Can we start with my neighbor?
Actually, I took up nursing for me to
Tingin po kayo doon.
for me to have for me to be a registered nurse and to work abroad.
Opo.
However,
Dollars.
yeah, to earn dollars. However,
No
that
peso.
journey was detoured in the military.
Ah, ganun.
Yeah.
Bakit nakakita kayo ng gwapo?
Not during that time. It was then the compensation of nurses in the military and the civilian in our civilian counterpart is much lower. So and then of course the dignity of being a military nurse,
Opo.
medyo ano yung pag military nurse ka kasi iba yung ano.
Tingin.
Yeah. So that was the reason why when I entered the military, I really enjoyed because it's very, very different if you are a mere staff nurse.
Opo. Sila naman po, General
Joa Bandarlipe.
Bandarlipe. Opo.
Good morning to everyone. More of influenced by family because my father is a retired Philippine Navy. My aunt is also a chief nurse before.
Talaga?
I have cousins who were part of the military also.
Ganun.
So more based on that, siguro the interest in me has been ingrained over time.
Ayun.
So more of influence, then the interest has grown until I decided to enter the military.
Hindi kayo nag-dream na maging Miss Universe, a fashion model.
Ang isang dream ko mag-artista.
Kita niyo naman,
Pero nakita kong mas may inclination ako sa military.
Po kayo maniwala dyan. Ang bobola, yan. Pero ngayon pwede siya sa teleserye.
Pwede na.
Oo, pwede. Oo. Sila naman po.
Yeah, ako naman, yung dream ko nung bata ako, maging
Apo.
flight stewardess.
Hindi
Yan
naman
talaga ang
malayo.
gusto ko. Pero ginawa nila akong piloto.
Ay, piloto pala kayo?
Yeah, I dream of becoming a flight stewardess, but then I became a pilot. But what influenced me really in joining the military is I saw my brothers wearing the uniform and I like to wear their uniform. Nagandahan lang ako sa uniform.
Ba't ang mga kapatid niyo ay nasa militar noon?
Opo, may dalawa pa akong
Talaga?
brother na nasa military and they were all retired now.
Are they military officers?
No, they were enlisted personnel.
Ayun, ha?
They were both Marines.
Talaga, matipuno, ano?
Marine po sila. So yung pinag-influence sa akin.
Sino naman po, ma'am?
Ako naman same with Ma'am Bandardipe. My father is a retired Chief Petty Officer of the Philippine Navy.
Sa Philippine
Yeah,
Navy?
so
Tamang-tama.
being the eldest in our family, so
Opo.
he encouraged me to join the Philippine Navy.
Oo.
Kahit nag-graduate ako ng Industrial Engineering
Nag-industrial engineering na kayo.
before I entered the military service.
Pero hindi naman malayo, ano? I mean, were you able to use that sa...
Yes.
Nagkukumpuni ba kayo ng barko?
Yung sa repair ng barko, usually
Opo.
kapag merong port CPM para malalaman mo kung kailan matatapos kapag
Yeah.
repair, parang
Opo.
gano'n.
Parang ganun naman. Industrial engineering.
Research?
Operations research. So, nagagamit ko
nagagamit
some of
din.
the subjects of the industrial engineering.
Sila naman po, ma'am.
Well, I do believe my father has a great influence in me. My father was a dentist.
A dentist.
He was also a dental officer and was
talaga?
assigned in the Philippine Army. He was Colonel de Lara. So,
Colonel siya.
yeah. And
He was, what's his family name? What was
De
your
Lara.
maiden? De Lara.
yes,
Opo.
I really wanted to be a nurse. But since my father was a dentist, he wanted me to be a dentist. So here I am. So when I entered the service, the more he got happier, and my mother was not. But then I wanted to enter the service because I was brought up in a very cloistered home. I have
talaga?
from school, I went into a all-girls school.
Saan mo kayo
School
nakatira
and
nun?
I'm from Cagayan de Oro.
Talaga?
So I ventured into going into the military because I wanted to get out of our home.
Talaga?
A cloistered life, so I wanted to see what life is outside home. So when I saw it, I enjoyed it, and so here I am. So that's how I am.
Nice. Iba naman, ano? Iba naman. Oh, girls, you have questions? Gabi.
Yung training niyo po, was it difficult as women in the military? Was it difficult for you?
Isa-isayin nga natin.
For me, I had a hard time because as I've said, I was used to of things being done for me and so on. But then in the military, I learned to be more resilient, harder in training because I was on a heavyweight side, so I have a hard time in the physical thing. However, when I have my physical fitness, it made me strong. I got thinner a little, and so it was an advantage thing.
Nagpo-push up din kayo?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Hard, very hard. So that's it.
Kayo naman po.
Yes, kasi kahit na college, even though I graduated in a bachelor degree, I started as candidate soldier, yung pinakamababang rank ng AFP. So, candidate soldier yon. Lahat kami female, pero very, rigid yung training namin. Transforming us from civilian to military life. Before I entered the officer candidate school, na doon nag-start yung officer course namin. So talagang dun sa officer candidate school, halo na yon regardless of gender. Kung anong ginagawa ng lalaki, same with us.
Yeah. Mahirap kasi I was a weakling at the time. I was just 90 pounds.
Wow!
90 pounds and we are classmates. The three of us were classmates in our initial training. And ako yung laging nahihimatay pag nainitan. Basta nainitan ako na nakatayo, I will collapse. So that's me. And then I joined the officer candidate school with General Bandarlipe. And just what Commodore Camacho said, talagang kung ano yung ginagawa ng mga lalaki would be also ganun din sa amin. And siguro sa amin, ako yung pinakamahaba ang training because after the officer candidate school, I still underwent 2 years flying training. So yun, in the military. So same, kung ano yung ginagawa din ng mga boys, we do that.
Hindi ka nervous kasi flying is
Yeah,
hindi ka araw pwedeng mag-park doon sa
Eh,
taas.
syempre. Of course, there's lagi, ando doon naman yung fear eh. But then, you have to manage your fear. So siguro, yun ang naging ko na, I learned to
Wow,
really
from-
manage my fear.
From a 90-pounder to...
Don't,
No, I don't do that. I don't do that. I think lumilipad ka na.
What happened?
30 years ago.
Yes,
Kayo po.
Actually, the first training, it's more of it's a 180-degree turnaround. So, ang nakikita ko dito is more of yung psychological portion of the training. Physical, what was good about our training is before the officer candidate school, we had 2 trainings, no? One in Tanay, that was 3 months, and then
Opo.
it was followed with another 3 months in
The
Cavite.
Navy.
So before entering the officer candidate school, that's for the officership.
This one.
Kahit pa paano, we were trained physically.
Opo.
The training in Tanay was with the male. We were
You were with the
trained-
boys.
We were with the boys. So whatever physical activity conducted to them was also made to us.
Hindi
Was
ba
also
kayo,
conducted to
hindi
us.
ba kayo nako-conscious as in, ay, may gwapo
We
doon.
didn't have time to be
Ah, talaga?
conscious.
Walang
We
ganun?
didn't have to be conscious.
Ah,
Because
talaga?
the training
It's really
is
intense.
regimented. Very
Ayun.
intense that you do not have time to look.
Wala ka nang
Wala
pakialam.
ka nang pakialam. Ang kailangan mo lang isipin, you will survive. You could
survive.
survive the
Talaga?
training. Now, if I look back and you offer me if you offer me 1 million or 2 million, I think I would say just keep your 2 million.
Yeah.
Pero ayaw
But
na,
it's a memorable thing, something that you will treasure.
hindi pala ako makakatingin. Hindi na ako magmimilitar. What's the point? Diba? Ikaw naman, General Bahari.
For me, it's
You're the one who just became a general. Ano?
It's me.
Si kayo pala.
so I was promoted last year.
Last year.
So for me, it's a bit different training because for the technical services, we have a modified trainings, which is 3 to 4 months training.
Okay.
Because we entered as professionals already, like them. But
Oh,
our
a nurse.
yeah, and during the training, the first training, it's more of masasabi ko na hindi ako mahirap pero siguro being a Kalinga girl.
Oo, ha? Mas laki advantage.
It's
No? Hindi naman Amazona. No?
Yeah, it's
Hindi naman.
It's an advantage for me. So hindi ako masyadong hirap sa physical.
Oo.
So and actually in fact during my advance I was the Jane of the class.
Talaga? Wow!
She
Which
runs
means,
fast.
The
Talagang
physical
fun.
proficiency of the class, female category.
siguro I should learn from you. Ano? Ibang klase. Talagang ang Kalinga girl. Pero alam mo, nung sinabi niya ang Kalinga girl, ang pumasok sa isip ko material girl. Okay, oh. Sunday, baka may question ka sa kanila.
During your training po, nakaranas po ba kayo ng discrimination given na you're doing the same activities or exercises with the guys?
Oo. Sa boys, pinatay nila.
Sa training namin, nung sa officer candidate course, wala naman kaming naranasan na any discrimination. Kasi lahat din ng pinapagawa, everybody is
So may fair...
Yes.
Siguro po, if you mean discrimination on a negative note, training yun eh. So lahat na pinapagawa sa lalaki, pinapagawa sa amin. Pero it's more of, nasi-single out kami kasi we were only four in the class, no? 4 kami.
Na babae.
So, madali kami mapansin. So, nagkakaroon ng pagkakataon na minsan, binibigyan kami ng extra exercises.
Talaga?
But overall, extra exercises as far as we know. But in general, meron namang extra exercises na binibigay din sa mga lalaki. Discrimination, I think everybody is given the same
Pero yung
exercise given
kwan,
to them.
yung bashing, ano ba yun? Yung bullying.
Ako medyo...
Ba't yung babae nga, no?
Yeah. I medyo merong konti sa flying training. Kasi dalawa lang kaming babae and we were the first. Bali 3 kami but the other one died during training. So dalawa kaming naiwan. So parang dahil hindi sila sanay ng may mga babae, medyo anong ginagawa mo rito? First time nilang pati yung mga instructors namin would say na, anong ginagawa mo rito? Yung bang parang medyo kung ikaw ay sensitive, ma-insult ka ng konti. But then, siguro, the challenge has been very positively changed into something na positive. Na patunayan mo na I can do it.
Kasi during our time, kasi kami yung first. So, kung titingnan nyo, bago. Something new. Alam mo magbago, mas napapansin pa. So over time, these days, marami na. So, parang, it's just a normal thing. It's a second nature na may babae. Before, talagang 4 lang kami. So, it's parang natural din na mapansin kami.
Ilan na po ba yung mga babae?
Oo.
6%. 6% of the whole AFP, which is around 100, 10,000? 8,000, around 8,000.
There are 8,000 women.
Women, yeah. But then, mga sundalo, tapos sa officer is just about, wala pang 2% yata eh.
So mga ilan
Ng
yun?
officers. Total officers natin yun. 2,000.
2,000. Pero marami rin.
But the population of the AFP is more than 100. 140, around 140,000.
So what's the ideal? Wala naman basta.
Wala naman as long as kasi ang desire natin is medyo lumaki yung percentage ng women sa military so that we will no longer be novelty. Yun. So that parang na lang, it's a normal thing that there are women. So kung marami na,
But there's still a limit, no?
yeah.
In terms of acceptance.
But the United Nations do not agree to that. They don't like that we have a cap or a quota. But right now, sa acceptance sa PMA is 15%. Sa is 10% sa OCS. So yun.
What's OCS?
Officer Candidate School. The school where we came from.
Magde-debate tayo.
Yeah.
Sino bang mas magaling sa certain military skills like sa pagbabaril and all that, and magaling ba, kapantay na ba ng babae or mas magaling ba ang babae? Mas asintado ba ang babae or
I think it's
what's the
individual.
scientific kanya?
Siguro may bias, no? Pero pagdating daw sa pulso, magaling ang pulso ng babae. Pero hindi ko din na-discount ang galing ng lalaki because in terms of training and interest, they have the interest. So siguro it's a factor of interest eh. Kasi if you have the pulse to shoot, you become interested of shooting. Parang kapatid ng lalaki. So it's not relative to your gender.
Yeah.
It's more of your capability to shoot.
And your
And
interest.
your interest.
Kasi when you're interested, you go shooting
Training.
daily, weekly, because you have the interest. So you become proficient.
Actually, during the SEA Games, we have a lieutenant commander, a female officer, who had a gold dun
Wow,
sa shooting.
sino siya?
Yeah.
During the SEA Games siya.
Sino siya?
Si Lieutenant Commander Martir.
Congratulations
Yeah.
po.
Gold, ano siya,
Gold awardee.
gold award during the SEA Games. Sa shooting siya.
She's
So,
married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ang galing, ha?
So, meron din lalaki, meron din babae.
So may kanya-kanyang skill.
So sa tingin niyo po, ano po yung number one? I mean, kung ano po yung mga babae, paano po sila maging officers? Ano po yung trait na
Oo.
meron sila?
What should you have?
Diba, interesado ka dapat.
Yeah.
That's exactly, kasi when you get to be trained, during the training itself, pag mahina yung, ano mo, yung interest mo sa pagpasok sa military, I think you will fit Dapat
So it's
focus
the
ka.
interest.
Oo, the interest.
Plus, pag taga-kalinga ka pa.
Kasi you know,
And acceptance.
Oo.
Acceptance mo sa
Before the training, zero yan na wala kang alam. Like kay General Bahrain, plus factor na yung magaling siya tumakbo because from siya, sa taas siya.
Totoo, magaling ka tumakbo.
Kaya nga Jane. Kaya siya Jane.
Jane siya.
Kaya siya
Siya
Jane.
yung partner ni Tarzan.
Tarzan, na
Kaya
magaling.
Kaya siya Jane.
Marunong ka sa
Kasi
bagay.
pag lalaki at
Tarzan.
mataas yung grade mo sa physical training, you will
Kasi
be Tarzan.
So we have the push-up.
Yeah, siya si Jane.
Ayun palang ibig sabihin.
Oo, kaya siya Jane.
Pag lalaki, Tarzan.
Pag ako.
Physically proficient. Jane. Merong alaga si Jane.
Oh, si Baby Jane. Ay, sino nga yan?
Baby James yun. Where were we?
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's
More so,
right.
you really have to need courage,
Oo.
determination, aside from the interest,
Yes.
to be able to survive it.
Hirap po talaga.
Kasi kung
Yeah,
hindi
yeah.
ka determined, pag nahirapan ka lang, susuko ka na ayaw mo na
Oo nga.
So, kailangan yung determination talaga.
Ako siguro meron pang isang i-add. It's not only determination, it's more than determination. It's grit.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Oo.
yeah it's grit because it's a different
What exactly
landscape.
is grit?
Grit is something larger than determination.
Oo.
Yeah,
True
it's larger than determination.
Parang si Sundi. What's your question, Sundi?
Was there a point po ba na gusto niyo lang sumuko while nagtatrain po
Oo
kayo?
nga.
Ako meron.
Dito nga, let's start.
Ayun na.
Para sila mga artista.
Lalabas sa akin, wala. Because I have this great patience and perseverance in all the things that I do. So, depende dun sa ano mo sa training yung acceptance mo, like what they have said. So, if you are inclined to do things, do it to the best that you can. So, sa akin hindi.
Kaya nung niligawan niya si Colonel,
Wow! Hindi din siya sumunod.
saga! Kayo naman, ano?
Parang wala. Alam nyo, during our trainings, normal yung magsikol.
Enjoy ka lang.
Never na nagsikol ako.
Ano hindi?
I remember when I had my trainings in 6 months in basic soldiery, then officer candidate school. Never had a chance or never had that situation na nagsikol ako. So I think more of talagang I was focused and determined to finish the training.
But you know, I'm looking at you now, no? You could be a nun. Pwede ka magmadre. Parang nasa yung din discipline na yon. May be found in
Pwede ka pa.
Oh, isang
Actually, sir,
Jojo. Call him Jojo.
Si Jojo. Si
Jo.
Jojo. Okay.
I have a non friends. Oo, I asked what age ang ina-accept nila para dun sa yung tawag doon, nunnery.
And only to find out na overage na ako. So, nag-attend ako, nagtanong lang ako.
Kung kita nyo interested, ano? Kayo naman.
Ako actually, there were moments pag medyo nahihirapan. Kaya lang, alam niyo yung nagpa-stay sa akin, yung nahihiya ako. Yung pride ko na bumalik, na nag-quit ako. That's the reason why I did not quit. But there were moments.
Ayun.
Mahiyang bumalik.
During my training kasi, kaming tatlo kasi magkaklase doon sa initial training na candidate soldier, yung tipong pinakamababang sundalo sa AFP. So, during our training, dumating yung point na sprain yung paa ko, namamaga na siya, but you have no excuse, you still need to run. So kahit na masakit na, kailangan pa rin so nahihiya din ako umuwi. Ba sabihin ng father ko, simple training lang, hindi mo makayanan, diba? So nakakahiya na umuwi. So yun, natapos ko pa din.
Ay, nako, ako iba. Ay, uwi na ako! Kayo.
Well, during training, as I've said before, I have a hard time, but you see, I take it as a challenge. And because I'm the one who went out of home and wanted to go to the military because I wanted to have another life aside from a cloistered life, so I might as well take it. And I kind of enjoy it. Having a hard time, it's okay, so I just have to make it into a positive thing, so not for me to regret.
In that connection, let me have the next question. Tungkol sa boyfriend.
Oh my God.
Paano ba kayo nagkaroon ng mga boyfriends? Hinanap niyo ba talaga si Colonel? O kusang dumating sa buhay niyo? Anong, kwentuhan niyo nga kami.
Ako ba mag-umpisa?
Boyfriend ba o yung sa husband mo lang?
Yung
Sa husband na, wag sa boyfriend.
Yun na yung
Wag mo usapan yung mga
yung
boyfriend.
pinaka-final.
I met my husband.
Baka malasin tayo.
I met my husband during the advanced training.
Advanced na.
Yeah. She is the admin officer during that time, and we were
Admin
students.
siya.
Yeah.
Binata pa siya, no?
Yeah. So, so we met there, and then after our graduation, propose, and then it's
Hindi ka naman nagpakipot.
hindi. Because I was already 30 during that time.
Oo. Naku, sabi niyo siguro, mauhulin na. I'm just kidding.
So yun din ang inaano ko dun sa mga military nurses who have for sale ka na, ginagano ko yung mga
Pag umabot na yung 30 plus.
Ayun pala. Hindi naman, no? Ikaw.
Niligawan naman ako. Pero I thought hindi na ako mag-aasawa because I married late eh. I was married to my career. And my two classmates here know the story of my love life. Oo, kasi pero hindi pala laging may twist ang buhay.
Ay! Channel ano? We'll call you, ha?
Para madagdagan yung aking income. I married late. Sabi ko ba dito ang age ko?
Okay
Pwede
lang.
naman. I married 45 years old.
Wow,
Pero hindi ko akalaing mag-asawa pa ako.
So, pwede pa pala ako.
Ay, naku.
63.
Pwede.
Akala ko ba married na?
Boyfriend. Joke.
So,
Ganyan.
yung kwento, mahaba pa yung nasusunod. So, yun yung next segment natin. Exciting.
Oh, maganda. Oh, kayo na.
Exciting.
Oo.
Ako, I met my husband the flying school.
Ganun din.
He was also an instructor pilot. I am an instructor pilot, but he is younger than me by 3 years sa class. So, sabi nila, pinag-comply ko daw yung husband ko. Pero siya ang mabilis.
Oo. Pero yung sa'yong military office?
No, civilian.
Okay. Engineer naman. So kayo, Flying school din yan.
Yes, sa flying school ko po siya.
Ayun.
We're both instructors.
Ayun. Kayo naman?
Sabi nga nila sa training center na nami-met yung husband. But now, I'm a single mom kasi we were before, but now, no more. But we have a son, I have a son, 26 years old.
What do you mean, sumakabilang kampo? Ganun.
Sumakabilang bahay ba yun? We
Ayun.
were annulled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I met my husband while I'm on training. He was the course director.
You're
And I was
training.
He's of course older than me by 8 years. He was already a captain then when I was a probationary second lieutenant. However, because he knows my father was a very strict man, being a former officer and a colonel at that, whenever somebody courts me, I always tell them to ask permission from my father because my parents are so strict. And so I never thought there was a man who would be strong enough to face a father and asking permission of just courting a daughter. But it happened, my soon to be, but it took us 3 years before I got married because there was this policy before that when you enter the service, you not get married yet. So you wait for 3 years.
Actually,
Before
before
you get
5
was
years.
5 years before.
During my time, it was 3
Yeah.
years.
Before 5 years. Then naging 3 years. For equality, ngayon pwede na
Actually,
after
because of that.
training.
it started with you're not allowed to
Yeah.
get married.
Huh?
And it was reduced to 5 years.
Seven.
3 years.
There's
Then
a
when
seven.
7 pa, no? Then when the enactment of 7192,
Pwede na.
nawala na.
What is
Nawala.
7192?
It is an act equal partners with our
Equal
members
Ayun.
in development and nation building. So yun yung equality. So para since yung mga male counterpart namin, they can get married upon graduation from the training or ano. So pinantay na rin yung sa female.
Before the girls ask, ang kwan ba, ang girl, ang bading ba, can join the military? Hindi nila alam.
Kasi nadidetermine
Ganito.
Yeah.
Sa list ng requirements, it's not indicated there na ang
Male, female.
Boy,
oo,
girl.
yung hindi straight, yung hindi na lang straight ay hindi allowed.
Wala namang ganon.
Walang ganon. So, wala ring
Kasi
I
male,
don't think I don't know if we can check that through NP, no, neuropsychiatric examination.
Ibang usapan yun.
Ibang usapan naman yan. But even if there's a gleam na merong ganong tendencies that you will be outrightly, walang ganon. But what is required basically is you act
Male
like a
and
soldier,
female.
no? Male and
Oo,
female.
pwede ka.
Or you
Female.
cannot
Yeah.
cross-dress in the
Wala lang sa
military.
military, ano?
You
Yeah.
cannot
Ah,
cross-dress.
hindi na ako join.
You cannot, especially if you are an officer, no? An officer.
Oh, questions, girls?
Have you been in a battlefield po?
Okay.
Sa Philippine Navy kasi, hindi siya as battlefield. I am a commanding officer of the Philippine Navy ship. I commanded 2 patrol gunboats and 2 patrol ships, wherein we patrol in the maritime, in the territorial waters of the the Philippines.
Nakakatakot din.
So kasi yung pag sinabi mong combat, yung sa army kasi yun yung talagang nasa front line. Sa amin, nasa dagat kami. We patrol on the Philippine waters. So patrol ship yung kumbaga sabi nga sa Philippine Navy, warship yung barko ko. So I am the commanding officer of 2 patrol ships.
Yeah, sa Air Force kasi, support din kami, no? But there were mga piloto that they fly the attack helicopters. Sila yung pumupunta sa combat zones. At yung mga helicopter pilots, they also rescue, resupply ng troops sa battlefield. Ako, transport pilot ako. So, sa amin yung admin flights, magdadala ng troops, ganun. But I experienced being in a warlike situation during the Zamboanga Seeds, I was assigned in Zamboanga, and the the putukan and everything, bomba, is almost every day. We have to sleep literally on the floor kasi andyan lang yung threat. So, yun yung experience ko during the Zamboanga Seeds. But really fighting in the field, we did not.
For us, we are combat health service support. So we are being placed on the rear. So like for example, the Marawi siege, I was then the chief nurse of Camp Evangelist Station Hospital. So patients are being brought to that hospital. So but there are nurses, the ranking second lieutenant to first lieutenant and the captain, so are on the battlefield. So when they extricate, we don't engage in combat, but there are certain situations or circumstances that military nurses can. So for example, in Holo now, may second lieutenant kami doon, ay captain kami doon na assigned in the 1st and 11th division. So during the time na mag-extricate siya ng patient, binabakbakan sila din ng mga kalaban. So she has to use her gun to fight back while extricating that patient. Pero hindi kami nag-engage, only in situations that warrants it.
On the dental side, the dental are usually non-combatants, and you usually come in. We are part of national security and development in such a way that during peacetime, when the war is over, we usually do dental civic actions as part of the civil military operation. So, in a way, after the war, it's peacetime, so we have to do something towards our fellow men for them to be win back. No, we win back their atrocities or whatsoever. So that's where we do the work. Non-combatants, but we do help in national security and development.
For the Philippine Army, since I represent the Philippine Army, actually the Philippine Army is the one engaging in land warfare, foot soldiers, but it is further categorized into three. One is the combat units, combat support units, and the combat service support units. The doctors, the dentists, they are part of the combat service support units. And the men that engages directly to with the enemy is those under the combat units. Yung engineers, the engineers is a combat support unit. But we also have group within the engineers that engage with the enemies. We have the combat engineers, So we also implement projects sa far-flung areas, high-risk areas, because we inject yung mga developmental projects of the government. Mostly ito yung sa mga high-risk areas. So if there is a need to engage with the enemy, we need to engage. So kailangan, kasi sundalo rin tayo, we have to fight. We are trying to also fight as a soldier.
On a personal note, are you all mothers?
Yes.
How is it like being a mother and being a military woman? Paano ba ang kuan? Para bang stricto ba kayo? And then do you miss your children? And then are they with you sa kampo? Ano ba ang situation?
Actually, for me, these are the challenges in my life. We have to balance family and career. So ito there were times that we have to choose between the two. So during our younger days, when we were dispatched in Mindanao, so we are really geographically separated. My husband is in the Visayas, I'm in Mindanao, and our children is in Luzon. So ang hirap i-balance. So you have to choose between kasi dalawang priority mo, your career and then your family. So, sa akin, I have a very supportive husband. So, siguro yun yung nagbigay sa akin ng opportunity to continue my service. Kasi there were times na siya din yung kukunin niya yung mga bata, ako din. Hati kami sa mga bata and taking care of them. So,
Okay naman pala. Although hindi naman madali.
yeah, it's very difficult. So,
Pag Christmas, kasama mo sila?
yes.
Okay. Ikaw naman. Ay, may anak ka ba?
Meron kami.
Ilang taon na?
Ang youngest is 10. I have 2 automatic children.
Automatic children. Okay, yun.
Ang pinakamahirap talaga is time, yung available time.
Oo.
Kaya nga yung sinasabi nga ng quality time with the family. Yan yung lahat, halos lahat. Ang isa sa mga
We shared the
oo,
same experience.
experience. Kaya it takes very yung discipline, time management. Pagdating ng Pasko, you have to siguro talk to your husband how to divide your time with the family, and at the same time you have to be in your unit. Isa yan talaga sa mga issues namin. But meron ding paraan pa rin na good that you were able to manage time, and I think with a supportive husband.
Because I have 4 kids.
Oo. Ako di madala sa maternity leave.
Ay, hindi pa, wala pa nung dati.
60 days pa lang naman. Pero ngayon,
Ngayon,
hindi pa
105
expanded.
days.
100
105
days.
days.
45, that's right.
Kayo?
45. Yeah, I
How
have
is
3 children,
Oo.
but I'm fortunate my husband is so supportive. Actually, he gave up his career.
For
He gave up
the...
his career because
Totoo yan.
medyo hirap i-manage ng family, including family finances.
Oo.
So we decided when we were captains that he will be the one to leave the service and I'll stay.
Why
So,
Bakit? Bakit?
kasi yung namin, sabi ko, gusto natin bigyan ng magandang buhay ang ating mga anak. And during the time, the salary in the military is not that much. So, every year, we have to take a loan for the tuition fees of our children. So, palitan kami every year. That's why we decided that one has to live, one has to earn a living, and one has to serve. So, siya yung kumikita, ako yung nagsiservisyo. So, yun, naging hatian namin, including yung mga bata, yung sa kanila, pag-asikaso is tulong talaga kami. Hindi pwedeng isa lang.
So, what was he doing then after he left the...
He joined the airline company.
Madakshis.
So, he's earning.
And she's
Serving. So, yun. Kaya siguro, despite na marami akong anak, I have 3 children, I still reach this status.
In your case, you're a single mother.
Yeah.
So how has it been like?
Mahirap siya, pero high-tech na kasi ngayon, di ba? So, we communicate. So, kahit na na-aboard ship ako, we communicate every day. And siya, with my sister, so, nandun naman yung Then, during high school, during his college, pumasok din siya sa Maritime Academy in Asia and the Pacific sa Bataan. So, okay lang na.
That's a good school, ha?
Yeah, so okay lang na magkalayo kami. Pero during vacation, pagbakasyon naman, he stayed aboard ship. Yeah. So, luckily when I was deployed as contingent commander in UN sa Haiti. So, I was the contingent commander. Siya naman nasa academy. So, I see to it na during his graduation, noong 2014, I went back home to attend his graduation. So, nandun pa rin, yung communication is still there. Yun ang very important sa aming mag-ina.
Kayo?
Well, with me, I really have to do the multitasking thing. So I'm a mother, a wife, and a career woman. It just so happened that me and my husband has a bigger age gap, so he was already in his major or lieutenant colonel days. So he was assigned he was assigned far, and I was assigned most often in Metro Manila. So I have to be with my kids often. So now that he's he's a retired brigadier general. He also was the chief dental. So I guess we made history in the AFP having the same position but of different terms. So I kind of have time with my children while he's done doing his other things, and when it was my time to be active in my service, he is already retired. So he stays more often with the children, and I am given the time to do what I'm supposed to do. So I guess there's a balance, and my husband is supportive, the whole family is supportive, and my children are doing good at school. So it makes me more happier to perform my job, and I do not have to tend to them as often as I should. So it was kind of, I guess it's just a blessing that this happened in a manner that everything can be put into proper perspective.
How about your parenting style po? Paano niyo dinidiscipline po yung kids?
Well, my husband is stricter than I do. Mas takot yung mga anak ko. Pag isang salita lang, takot agad sila. I'm more of the nurturing one. Since I'm the mother, I'm open. And minsan nga nasasabihan akong ini-spoil mo yung mga anak mo. But you see, when both of you are very strict, it's so hard for the children to approach anyone. And with the millennials right now, we really have to adapt because they have less patience. And so, I'm more open. With the father is the strict one. But I do like that manner. May kinatatakutan sila. No? So, that's how we are. And I'm the one who's more, when my children wants to go mauling, I go mauling. Although my husband comes with us, but you know, he stays in one place while we do the So that's it.
Sa akin kasi very close ako sa anak ko. Since ano siya, kasi one-on-one kami palagi. Very strict ako. He knows kung ano yung gusto ko. Ganon. Alam niya kasi lumaki siya sa military camp. So alam niya kung ano yung dapat. So yung ang ano lang namin is yung kasi kaming dalawa lang, very close kami. So open kami sa isa't isa. So yun yung ano namin. Open din siya sa akin.
Sa mga anak ko, I'm not really strict. Pero ako yung nagnanag. Ako yung nagnanag. So, yun lagi ang comment nila sa akin. Ma'am, you always repeat everything that you have said it this morning. You will say it again. And then say again in the night. So, yun. Siguro, typical na nana. Yun ako.
Kayo po. Yung sa dalawa malalaki na. But with my 10-year-old, mas nurturing ako. Kasi minsan na nga lang ako makita pagagalitan mo. Pero at the same time, hindi ko pa rin maalis yung yung maging strict, lalo na pag nakakita ako. Yung normal namin as military, na pag may nakita kang mali, hindi mo pwedeng hindi sabihin. Oo, palalagpasin. Pero nurturing, kasi bumabawi. Ano doon yung bumabawi ka?
Kayo po.
Ako naman, mas disciplinarian si husband kaysa sa akin. I'm more on the nurturing mother. Kasi like her experience na gusto mong bawiin yung oras na hindi mo na ibigay sa kanila during their younger days. So, kaya na sila na, napapamper ko sila. Pero si husband yung he's more on the disciplinarian type. So, binabalance niya para at least hindi yung mga bata spoiled. Pero yung eldest ko na babae, spoiled yun sa akin. Kahit anong gusto niya is ibinibigay ko kasi gusto ko ngang bumawi. Sa time na na-miss ko during their growing up.
So you talk about makeup, you talk about
dresses and everything.
So with that, let's wind this up, no? Kasi marami pa ho silang trabaho. But actually, I wish we had a longer time with you because it is very interesting. We have a last question. Ano po ang advice ninyo sa mga young women who would like to pursue a career in the military? Ano po? Should we start with you? Ano po ang advice niyo sa mga young women
So,
na gusto maging militar?
So for women who will be joining the military, it's a hard profession actually. But if you are going to balance your priorities in life,
Opo.
your for example balancing family and career, you could do it. Kasi we have done it. We
Oo.
have reached this level because ginawa namin kung ano yung dapat namin gawin during our younger days. So with the commitment that we have, and of course yung work ethics natin sa trabaho, it counts a lot. These are factors that will contribute for you to be successful in your career.
Thank you po. Sila naman po.
Sa mga papasok pa lang, yung mga papasok, gustong pumasok sa military, come and join us. The profession of arms is really challenging and it's worth it. Yeah, it's worth your time and energy. Doon naman sa mga nasa loob na and wants to pursue a progressive military career, just continue to serve and be an inspiration and continue to soar high, and for as long as you have faith that you can do it and you have that capability, I think you will really make it in the service, and just make a positive difference in the military, especially yung sa serbisyong pinili mong serbisyuhan.
Okay. The military is an interesting profession.
Opo.
It is not just a profession. It is really a vocation. So, if you really like to join the military, you're interested, so follow your heart, follow your dream.
Take note.
Yeah.
Take note.
So, in addition sa mga nasabi nila, sa military, ang sinasabi lang is hindi tinitingnan yung gender. So, if you have a goal, you reach for it and work for it. Yeah.
Well, in ending, I would like to say that we women have, we can change. We can change the world, the outlook, and everything. So I would like to take this opportunity for dentists who wanted to join the military. Have the courage, have the determination, and if you really want to try it out in the AFP, it's worth the try. And you would see how you would be able to develop your knowledge, your skills, your abilities, and it's all about not just having the competence, but it builds your character. And at the end, what counts most is who we are and what we do next. That's all,
Salamat
sir.
po. With that, we end the first part of our show. Ibig sabihin, pwede po kayong mag-join ng military, and there's so much to do for this country, and mukhang enjoy po, ano? And you can also reach the top. So, magbabalik po kami. Meron po tayong masayang part. Sandali lang po.
And we're back for the next part of our show. So, today, magkakaroon po tayo ng fast talk. So, magkakaroon tayo ng 5 questions and they will answer po. Okay, ready na po tayo?
Yes.
Okay. First question, General Torres. Giving gifts or acts of service?
Acts of service.
Bakit?
Because for me, when you give out service, it's different. When you give out service, it's so fulfilling, and when you receive gifts, sometimes it's just there. But with service, it becomes a legacy later on. So I do believe service is more.
Okay, General Camacho po, what would you prefer? Coffee or tea? Eh, bakit po?
Parang mahirap yun eh, pero usually kasi madalas kami, mga officers, we go out for coffee. So, coffee.
Miss Ignacio, what would you prefer? Chocolate or jewelries?
Oh, jewelry.
Bakit po?
Explain ko.
Yes.
I love diamonds.
Best friend.
Best friend.
So, General Bandarvite, ano po yung gusto niya? Girl or boy?
Girl.
Yes.
Bakit po
Bakit
girl?
po?
I can relate.
Yeah.
So, tama naman.
Okay, last question po for General Baharin. Mahal mo o mahal ka?
Pareho. Pwede bang pareho?
Sige po, bakit po pareho?
Because if I love him and he loves me, at least the feeling is mutual.
Yes.
So it will be a happy ending, diba?
Nakaka-relate ako. I wish.
Sige nga sir, bakit po?
Ikaw, Sir Jojo, mahal ka o mahal mo?
Ano ba yun?
You're on the spotlight.
Depende kung sino. Pag yung ating direktor, gusto ko syempre mahal niya ako. Pero pag yung iba, wala namang iba. May iba ba? Wala ba? I don't know. Abangan po natin. So it was a pleasure being with our lady generals. Bira po ito, nagsama-sama po ang 5 generals, lady generals for Straight Talk. This is a first in Philippine Masscom, in Philippine broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you to the 2 future generals.
General's niece.
Ako po si Jojo Silvestre saying thank you to all of you. Kayo po sana ay muling manood sa amin next Tuesday. Thank you po.
Thank you.
Daily Tribune.